Yo, 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 good morning. It's Friday. Let's get this shit on the road. It's been a long week. It's been a crazy week. It's been a phenomenal week, actually. No complaints. We've just been knocking it out of the park. So, for those of you guys who are in the room, I don't need to explain a whole lot to you. I don't need to reread this, I guess I should say. If you come over to the room and you come over to kind of change things out a little bit. First and foremost, let me say this. Let me just get this out of the way. It's for educational purposes only. My trades are my trades only. You're a fool if you follow me. This is simply for education and entertainment. Again, my trades are my trades alone. So trade at your own risk. Obviously, I've been doing this a long time. You could use my stuff as structure, but I don't always win. So don't put your life savings on my trades. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, been thinking about how to make this a little bit more efficient for people. More than likely, we're going to start streaming from the Discord room and then posting the highlighted live clips on YouTube just to kind of change things up a little bit. I've just been kind of poking around, so I wanted to try a few things this week. And as much as I like this, it's not a bad thing. I think we're just going to keep it exclusive to the members, and then we'll show everybody what's happening after we're done. So if you guys are interested in getting more of this, obviously please come join the Discord room. It's wide open right now. Links in the description. So with that being said, I've moved the room around a little bit. If you come over here to Ryan's Rants, if you're in here, this is my notes for the day. And it's on point. I wrote this right before I got on the camera. So I'll just kind of give you a recap of what I'm thinking here, okay? So today's a big day. We have serious news that happened pre-market. And interestingly enough, the options guys are pricing in a ridiculous move. Like right here, the Goldman Sachs says the one-day straddle on non-farm payroll is more volatility than election night, which is a pretty freaking intense move. So, my RVOL is only at plus 30, which is interesting because it's not terribly elevated. I saw over 80 and 100, in normal days a few times this week. So, we just need to be ready, I guess, for anything can happen. All right. So Powell and Trump are on the mic today. Powell is at 12:30. Trump's at 1:30. So with that being said, things could obviously pick up, could get a little volatile. Okay. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but what I do know is this. As of this writing, we were still holding 57.41. So that's not happening now. This is a massive level, and below this is pretty much lights out. They poked this yesterday, and they kind of dipped down in here to the 15 area and popped up pretty nice. And they actually closed the daily above the 41. So this was like really the bulls were just clinging on for life here. So we have to be very cautious of this particular area because it is kind of a big, desperate do or die spot. Okay, so with that being said, we do have this high lost up here at 39.45, and it doesn't look like we're going to go get it now, but we have to be aware that this is here. Okay, so it is possible things get crazy. This is the high loss. We poked a new low. This is now absolutely shortable. Okay, so with that being said, we have to, this could pop and hold. I don't really know. We'll see what happens. But we have to take all this into account. So we just hit this 4 hour that I really liked at 57.88. Unfortunately, they hit it pre-market. I'll show you guys here. They hit this pre-market and it's sending us down. Now we're playing the backside of 41, as you can see. So, my thought process today is if we lose 41 again, and since we poked below yesterday, it could create a waterfall effect. And that, the idea is to at least look for a new low on yesterday's low. Well, shit, we're almost there now. So this thing's coming down pretty fast. It's been a long time since we gained anything. So it's really hard to look at anything but more down. With that being said, we still need to expect the unexpected, right? So here we go. I wanted to talk about VIX. VIX is holding this daily. We're popping. So you guys know earlier this week, I've been targeting this 27.62, which means if this is going up, the indices are going down, right? So it could change super fast, if the powers that be say something crazy. But, it looks bullish to me, and I certainly don't have a bullish feeling about the indices currently. Just the way that the chart reads, we're coming down. So with that being said, a weekly close below 57.80 would be tragic. Okay, look at all these touches here at 57.80. A close below this would just be terrible for the bulls. Terrible. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind for today's close. As we slowly grind off this 4-hour smack, I'm going to have to patiently wait for a setup because it's the smack at the highs pre-market was really the only untested level I had. So now I'll probably be doing some sitting on my hands because I'm not going to chase this. Okay. Now, one of the things that I will say here, and just to sucks, but it is what it is. Now that they played 57.88, like I said, I don't really have a whole lot to work with. However, we do have this new 4-hour down here at 57.68. Let me look at something real fast. We also have 49. I would be looking more at 68. My only issue with 68, guys, is that they absolutely tested it right here. But it was such a long wick test that I would be willing to give it another reaction. So if we pop up here and we start to get a reaction off of 68, I'm going to have to short this. I have to. Because I don't have anything else until we get back up to 39.48, which is, at this point, we're talking about 110 points. And, can they go that high? Yeah, of course. Of course they can. But, as of right now, do I think they're going to do it? It's probably not going to happen, right this second at the open. But fuck, you never know. So for me, I'm going to be watching 49. Not my favorite spot. 68 is obviously the more place I'm inclined to short. And yeah, so like just looking at it from a 15-minute perspective, you can see this, this was a massive smack on this structure here. We're coming down. And so anywhere like, this is the 50 area and then the 68. We've got yesterday's point of control up around 60. We've got all our VWAPs up here. A lot of reasons why that area could get another reaction. And also, as you can see, yesterday's RTH VWAP closed right about here, which is fair value, right? We also have the overnight value area high at 70, and we have POC around 63 for the overnight, which kind of puts us all in this general vicinity. Okay, there is a lot of activity up higher around the 5,800 area, and so this is this whole daily area, and I can make an argument for this level here as well. I would probably not trade this unless this started to get a reaction. There is a daily here. It is very much tested. It's the ETH leg low, and then there's this ugly 1 hour right here that is technically tested, and I would be very cautious about taking this area. But if it started to react, I would just go ahead and jump on it because of the daily and the ETH leg low. Okay, so kind of just to map it out for you guys a little bit, the areas that I'm looking at. Okay, this is again all bad underneath here, and that doesn't mean we won't pop and then drop again and all that, but really underneath this 41, we're in some serious trouble, guys. This thing can really come down, and we've talked about this before. I certainly think that this 55.80s is possible. I mean, this is the big leg into this high. There's really no reason why we can't see it. And to be quite frank, I don't know if you guys measured this out, but I measured it yesterday. We're only down like 6 or 7% from the all-time highs. It's not crazy, right? A 10% is like a legitimate correction. So, anything over 20% is a bear market, but 10% is just a legit correction. So, I don't think there's anything to freak out about right now. With that being said, I'm going to pull something over that I haven't really looked at much. One of the things that obviously I'm eyeing super hard, as you guys know, is I've been looking at SPY. We are certainly still holding this leg. They're still sitting right on this weekly leg, which is another reason why, they swept this low and they held this. And yeah, they've fucked around and popped a few times and they're still coming down. And I am still very much on the bear train. But again, this area right here decides everything for us. It really does. And if they close below this on 571.18, they close below that this week, we've lost the weekly leg all the way to the all-time high. It's not good. So today's close is going to be so important. Be very careful today. Again, like I said, relative volume actually is increasing right now. Now we're up to 42%. I do think we're going to get some moves today. I mean, we've got too many people speaking. We've got too much stuff on the red tag news events. I'm going to pull this over so you guys can see. For those of you guys in the room, I set up this economic calendar spot up top. You can see everything that's going on here. 8:30, we had unemployment, non-farm, and hourly earnings. And then look, all day we've got FOMC members speaking with Powell on at 12:30, and then Trump on at 1:30. I don't know where he's at, but it's interesting they give it a low impact or a medium impact. So I'm more concerned about Powell than Trump. Trump's on the freaking TV every single day. So at this point, I'm a little muted to his, to what he's doing. His first administration, the guy could sneeze and they'd move 100 points. Now he's on TV every day. So it's like, meh. But Powell is certainly something to watch for. And obviously, the first hour of this open is going to be very important. Hour and a half of this open because of all this news that we've had come in recently. So, with that being said, that's where we're at right now. I'm just going to leave it there. We've still got about 12 minutes before the open. You know the spots I'm looking at, and we'll see what happens. So I'll keep the stream up. And yeah, I mean, and again, don't be surprised. I mean, I'm sure I'll get a trade. But I'm going to be super patient. We're way the fuck down here. I didn't want to be down here. I wanted to open above here and shoot for yesterday's low, not open at yesterday's low. So at this point, I just have to be patient and cautious. I'm not about to get back my week on some bullshit, on some FOMO. And anything can happen today. So just be prepared and be cautious. I'll talk to you guys very, very shortly. I have to say, it's hard when we open up down here like this. I just want to make bad decisions. It's crazy because I'm like looking at this right now, and per my process, we're testing the back of this 41 daily on the 4 hour. By all accords, I should probably be getting short. Obviously, it's super hard for me to short the lows down here. Not saying that I'm not ultimately bearish, but I mean, this is I would be willing to try 68, which I don't even love, and that's 35 points higher. So it's hard not. I guess I'm just gonna have to sit on my hands and wait for something clear. When I look at some of these, I can look at the smaller time frame. We got some serious trapped here. This could just be a nice retest. They could roll. I don't really know what to do, to be quite frank. Let me just sit here and I'm just gonna have to wait. Let's check out the RTH chart, kind of see where we're at. So we are here. The RTH fill-in gap would be about 60, which would be our, what is this? Yeah, yesterday's point of control. Interesting. Just I like to see sometimes kind of where we're at with things in relation to where we closed. I guess we will see, what happens when we open here. This certainly makes this 49 area look a little bit more attractive. But I do think we need to just be patient, or I need to be patient and see if I miss the trade, which there's a very good possibility I will. It's just how it is. So, we shall see. We shall see. Hopefully by this weekend too, guys, little announcement for everybody. I'd like to hope that we will have Algo 1 ready for distribution. I'm going to have Rob hopefully working on some stuff over the weekend to provide you guys with quite a few complimentary tools. So we'll see. Hopefully those will be done sooner than later. I know at least one or two of them will be, so that'll be cool. We have a pretty nice little suite of TradingView stuff that we've been working on, and I think it'll really complement everyone's style regardless of how you trade. Let's see if I can fix this a little bit. There we go. It's a little low, but hey, okay. So kind of getting this little roll here. I don't know. I'm just gonna be patient. All this is just tough. This is tough. It's very tough. Relative volume is about 36% right now. We've already moved 165 points, and we've already moved 65 points in the overnight session. And we are expecting a total of 120 points moved. So we've only moved approximately a little bit over 50% of the estimated move today, which is something to keep in mind. So it means we could go 60 points higher from this area here, or 60 points lower from that area here. Either way, we've got a move ahead of us, and by the looks of it, it could potentially be more down. Just to kind of take a look at see what our ATRs are looking like this morning. 57.51 is on our $57.51 is the 5 minute. It lines up with this 4 hour at 49. 68, that is our ATR on the 15 minute. I like that too. That's the one I was eyeing anyway. And then if we move up, and up, obviously, we'll take a closer look. Let's see if we have anything that lines up with our hires. 58.07, we have 06.75. That's that area I said that if it gets a reaction, I would probably take a poke at it up there. So we have three areas, ATRs, that line up with our current levels. Like I said, I was getting a little FOMO because it felt like this thing could roll, and guess what? It did. Sadly, it didn't even come up into the 41 to get me excited to hit the button. So, if this thing, I'm just going to be frank with you, if this thing just dribbles all day and doesn't give me a setup, I'm just not going to take one. And it'll be a pretty boring stream for me. But, we've had a superb week. I mean, just absolutely superb. We created a new room in here to kind of celebrate everybody's victories that are doing well in the room. And, we've just had so many. Zoog's been banging it up, 1,000 points. I've had 80 to 150 points. multiple times this week and last week. And this week, actually, we got Sag over here. He's a new guy. He's our new moderator. He's just absolutely murdering it. He just passed a 300 or getting close to passing a 300K, and he's funded on a couple different accounts. So we got some real killers in here. Not to mention, what's going on in the room, and a lot of guys helping each other out with settings for trading views and so on and so forth. So I really feel like we got a great little community, and everybody's kind of looking out for each other, which I love. So it's kind of the whole idea behind this whole thing is just to be a second set of eyes. So looks like we just opened. Let's get with the program here. I really should add the open to this chart. Let me add that. Let's see. Open. There we go. That helps. All right, let's see what we can do here. So the first level I'm going to be watching, and I'm not sure if I'll be shorting, but watching, is the 49. This 41 could absolutely retest again. I will call you back, brother. Let's see what's cooking here. Oh no, down. Terrible. It's so funny, when I saw those posts about how we're supposed to have this like insane move and all this other stuff. And again, it might happen, but it's just funny to me that whenever they post stuff like that, it's usually a muted event. Everybody gets all amped up and excited, and then it's a fucking big fat zero. But you never know. So, like I said, I'm going to be looking for this 41 to play. Probably not going to hit it. I don't know. If I start to see some real action here, we'll see what we can do. Again, the target today is yesterday's low. They got super close to playing this here. They did hold the low so far, but under this 41 is pretty sketch ball. So I'm just hoping that we can actually pop hard enough to test something to get short. This 4 hour up here, 88.50 was the shit. This was a big short. I'm sad I missed it. 60 points. Wow, 65 points. Fucking great trade. I literally just sat down and it was already at like 68. And I'm like, I don't want to chase it. 40 points later. Definitely should have chased that. Let's see what we got here. The idea of a Friday, in my opinion, you could sit here and trade all day if you want. One of the things I learned from some dude that was a mentor of mine a long time ago, he said, know your opportunities. When the best opportunities arise, and in my opinion, they're before lunch, usually, and they're not on a Friday after lunch. Anybody with half a brain is usually gone. So, we're going to try to do the same here, try to make some cake before lunch, get the heck out of Dodge. I skipped the gym this morning. My wife's out of town, or the wifey, I'll say. She's not my wife, but close enough. And I've been taking care of the house. Shit's wearing me out. I don't know how single moms do it, because the single dad's tired as hell. Mad props to the single moms. Let's see what we got here. All right, here's our 41. So they just played yesterday's value area low, by the way. That was what essentially held right down here. As you can see on this little small guy here, this is yesterday's value area low. Just missed the overnight low. I'm going to wait. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry. it's gonna if we're gonna get a good trade, it's gonna show us. We already had a good one this morning, and I wasn't here, so. I am watching this 49 though, and to be quite frank, now that I look at it, is this daily tested? It's a shitty ass daily, but it's there. No, it's not tested. 58. It's like the worst kind of level ever, but you never know. So I'll be watching that one too. It's right in tune with yesterday's point of control, and I like this area here. So who knows? Maybe that's our spot. We'll find out. All right. What are we gonna do here? 49. Anything? I'm gonna use this 41 as a above-below pivot, just because of how important it is. Wouldn't that be wild if they held these lows and went all the way back up? That fucking wouldn't surprise me. These rat bastards. Hopefully they don't do that, but I certainly wouldn't put it past them. These short squeezes can be absolutely vicious. So that was the 49. I didn't take it. It's playing. They front ran it by a point. Probably should have took it. It's 10 points. Tragic. Terrible news. Terrible. That's not too shabby, apparently. Let me see what that looks like. Here's what it looked like on the RTH chart, actually. It looked a lot better. Yeah. That might have been my trade right there. Disappointment. Disappointment on this face. That was a good one. Fuck me. Man. Fuck. Hate that. Let's see if they can hold this area and pop again. I don't know if they're gonna. This Momo is fucking seriously down. It's like yesterday, how I felt about just, damn near having to hit every single level because you just don't know which one's gonna send us. It's clearly the same kind of predicament we're getting ourselves in here today. Okay, Zoog. Certainly ain't mad about the skizzy. Could be a good scalp here. again, SPY is holding that weekly we talked about. They're very much holding this right now. It's double touch. We'll see what happens if anything, but certainly not oblivious to what they're doing here. Get a little coffee rooski. I'd love to short this thing, just have a hard time doing it right here. Probably shouldn't be such a pussy, but I want higher. I don't really feel like taking a loss on this fucking. I feel like shit. That ain't the right way to do it. See? And we popped again. I certainly want to be cognizant that they could hold this area. I hope not. I say I hope not, but because I'm short bias, but I could see them fucking coming all the way back up here. Let's see. If this 58 gets some love, I'm gonna hit it. I'm expecting to take a stop on all this shit though. Keep it tight today. I don't like it down here at all. These are the kind of situations where I get myself in trouble down here. I'm just like, oh, let's fucking go test yesterday's low. And they do, but they ramp 40 points in my face first. So, just gotta be cautious. Piper used to have this saying, it was called, the H pattern is hell for shorts. Never forgot about that. Thought that was a super smart thing to say. Shout out Piper. Probably should have hit that. I'm gonna give this a mini poke here. I might have to get right back out. That was way too early. Might take a loss here, guys. Still feels pretty bullish. I'm gonna take 7 of my 10 off down here at 42. To be honest, I'm not expecting this trade to work out. I'm just gonna be quite frank with you guys right now. I'm a little heavy for that too. Alright, I'm out. Okay, on to the next one. Yep. So we'll see what happens up here at this 68. I think this is good. I mean, the 4 hour got fucking clobbered right here. The only issue is it's tested on the 1 hour, but I think it's a long wick test. We'll see what happens. Here we go. I'm gonna wait for this thing to show me though, because in my opinion, it's been tested. So holding these lows scares me a little bit. Man, what a front run on that. That's crazy. Come on, get up there. Get up there, get up there. Are you gonna fucking fall right here? Oh my fucking god. And of course I fucking jumped in that. It's probably a terrible move on my part. It was total fucking like knee-jerk reaction there. Alright, I'm gonna have to, that was bad. Maybe that was it. Let's see. I'm just gonna go half size here until they show me something. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna push it. That was a little flat. Something happened there. That was a little flash. Caught me off guard. I thought I missed my trade. Man, they held these lows. I hate even fucking. Give me something here, guys. Alright, let's kill this. So far, VIX is coming down. And like I said, SPY is holding that low as of right this very second. I think I don't know what to do here. It does look like a W is building, I'll agree. Come on. So this is my last little spot here, unless I want to wait for so much higher. I'm gonna just put a little half size on. If it goes, I'll add. If not, then I'll just get out. I'm gonna hope this is a long wick test and that we fade. If not, not tripping. This is, by all accounts, it is tested on the 1 hour, so we'll see. All right, that's it. Yep. Let's see if this thing will. Well, I'd say we got our answer there so far. They are certainly holding these lows. SPY is holding that weekly, like we talked about. Be crazy if they come all the way up here. That's certainly fucking possible. Look at these guys. They love the squeeze. They love it. There you go, see? Fucking double test that weekly. It's a big spot. I was concerned about that. The fact they couldn't make a new low is just crazy. Be interesting to see what happens today when Powell and all these guys get on here. Of course, we have Fed talking all morning this morning right now. Underneath 57.80, there's still a lot of momentum down here, so we'll see. These are some of the first losses I took in almost 2 weeks. I'm even looking for a pullback right here, to be honest. They start to get a little pullback. I might try to jump back in this with some small size. Because if they fail to make a new high here, this could be ugly for them. Let's try some small size. I'm expecting this not to work out, by the way. That's why I'm super small. See, we're already popping off that area. Alright. I'll wait. Oh, it's time to sit back and wait. They are absorbing so many fucking people up here, it's insane. Looks like they're gonna go. Piper, H is held for short, son. You talked about it. The H pattern. Well, I guess that proves my thesis correct on this fucking 68. It was tested. This thing was super struggling, isn't it? This fucking makes me want to short this shit. It does look like we're going to come all the way up to 06 at least. Let's see what happens here. Push, push, push. SPY is holding. Going. Holding that weekly. This thing could really go hard, honestly. Right. Above this wick, maybe even. I don't know. We'll see. This thing is cruising. And again, I've liked this spot. We've talked about it for days. I think this is the weekly to hold. We've already swept and the whole nine. I mean, they don't want to close underneath there, honestly. They really don't. I know they're defending this like a motherfucker right now. crazy right up here. It's all tested. All tested. I'm looking for a fail. If they fail up here, I'm going to jump in this. But for now, I kind of got to let it do its thing because it certainly seems like we're going higher. Let's look at our inefficiencies from up here. Not a whole lot. It's crazy they missed this over yesterday's low by like peanuts. It's almost comical. They're like, oh, right there. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We don't want that. Oh. Come on. See if I can get this show on the road already. I'm seriously like, if this thing doesn't get above 57.80, we could poke a new low here. I'm just kind of waiting for this. I just feel like this has the potential to roll. I really do. Just a gut feeling because the chart really feels like it's going to go higher, but I'm gonna lean on this 57.80 a little bit. They could make me regret it, for sure. Take a little bit here. Push. At least give a brother fucking 7 points, my gracious. Is that what we're gonna do here? I guess so. Gonna miss my target by fucking 2 points. There we go. Let's get that money. Come on, let's get it. A little bit more. This is a pretty sketchy ass fucking ordeal that I'm in here, to be honest. I'm probably gonna. I feel like fucking. I got 5 left. Yeah, I don't know what to do, to be honest, with this stop. I guess just leave it for now. I'll take one here. I don't really like scaling out like this one lately, but it's just the weirdest pop. And I really didn't hit anything. I was leaning on a level. Come on. Let me get this VWAP. I'll take that actually. And I'm going to move my stop to break even. Come on, push. I'm a little concerned they might hold here. There we go. Need to move this up one tick. Okay, boom, got our next one. Fucking money shot, baby. Let's go. Man, I knew this was fucking horse shit, man. I fucking swear I did. I'm pissed off I even fucking took those stops. But I'm gonna try to get that right there. Boom, got it. Okay, I got 2 left on my runners. We could easily pop from 41, but for now, I'm just gonna hold. I think I need to take one about 34. And the other one goes to new lows. Let's do 35.50. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on. Keep going. That helped out my losses a lot. A lot. I was like, whew, that's a fucking rough day. Let's see. I am concerned about a holding right here. Yeah, see. I should probably take one more here, but I'm gonna actually trail this stop a little bit. Change this one. That's about what I'm working with right now. I have a feeling they're gonna come get me, but that's okay. If not, I'll stay in this joint. It just feels like they want me. It feels like that was the right spot to get flat, but we'll see. You never know. I know the 1 hour closed and couldn't fucking get above anything. Couldn't close above shit. But again, held the lows, so you never know. You never know. I do like that soft ass close though. I'm not gonna lie. Gives me a little bit of confidence that we could see some more downside. This profile has a ridiculous tail on both sides as well that will more than likely get cleaned up today. So certainly something to keep in mind, which is why I'm protecting myself here. Come on, smack here, that'd be great. I don't think you're gonna. I think you're gonna take my life force. Oh my god, 1 tick miss. Can I really be that lucky? Probably not. It's so crazy. I have this over here on last in, last out, and look where my average is at, 70. Whereas this says my average is at like 66. Looks totally different on my trigger chart. Go ahead, take me out, bastards. No, I want new lows on that runner. Alright, I'm flat. Nice little short, but you know, wasn't what I was expecting. Looks like they still want more up for sure, but this certainly can roll here. I mean, those closes were pretty shitty. I almost wonder if I top tick myself on these runners again, but we'll see. Certainly could have. As of right now, I did. That sure looks like a spot to smack from. Let's just try some. I put super small size on here just in case this is the continuation spot. It may not be. This can't hurt me at all. My half size is 5. This is 2. I would just be annoyed if this went and a top tick me like yesterday. But I think this is gonna stop me anyway. We'll see. Yeah. All right. She's a boost. She's a boost. It's okay. I'm okay with this little baby micro loss here. It was worth finding out. Man. Let's see what's up. Meow. What's up, dude? Look at that. Look at that. They fucking thick test that and go. That's some shit. Literally took my stop out at the high there. I should have been above that 4 hour, but I feel like they're gonna go up. I don't know. These holding the lows are no bueno. Try one more time. Some super small size. It's not good. I'm over here looking at the tick chart. It's the worst. It's going to be the death of me. Watch that be the retest. And all I had to do was hide above the 4 hour there. These little bastards. Come on, go ahead. Go. Let's get some follow. We shall see. Just when you think it's going to go, it doesn't. Again, guys, super small size here. I mean, this is me just basically putting my runners back on, so please don't look at this side trade sideways. For me, it either falls right here or, you know, we're gonna probably make a new high, so local high, that is. Just trying to give it the chance to prove itself since I had a shitty stop. Hey, fucking stop eating my plant. Yeah, you. looks like they're going to pop this here. Come on. If I can dump this or pop it, let's get it over with. Let's see what the 15-minute looks like. This 30 minutes looking a little bullish too. Let's see, I mean, that could change quick, but I guess I should have looked at the RTH chart a little sooner. This is looking a little bully here. Let's see. I hope this thing flops. I'm fucking ecstatic. What are they waiting on, more importantly? Come on. Fucking stop me out or go. One of the two. Let's get this show on the road. This target on this runner is probably super conservative. If it's going to go, I should probably be down there around 34, but I'm going to take this area because that 41 is too big to ignore. This profile has a lot of lows to clean up yet too, so I want to get down there. I want to get down there. That was hard to sit through that. As you know, I got stopped out on my runners and on a fucking, re-entry. So all because I had a shit stop, but still, that was tough. Trade's not done yet either, so they could easily make me look bad here. That was 10 points there. I should probably should have taken one, but I really think that if they can't get above this area that we could just flop. So let's fucking go get this 20-point target then. Your dog is looking for my cat. That's too funny. Come on. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get in there. Come on. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get down to that one standard. Come on. I'll be a pussy. I'll take this. Don't think I won't. Alright, I'm a pussy. I took that. But now I'm in my runner. I'm back in my runner. I'm back break even. And the rest is just what it is. That helped too much. Love that. And it'll probably get my overall target. And I was just a big vagina. But this area is thick. I just want to be careful because they could easily pop right here. This is a type of situation where we could just hold this and make another W up. So if they don't make this low, that's absolutely what could happen. And so that's why I took that there and just protected myself a little bit. So come on, let's get them new lows. Please, please, pretty please. Let's clean up this tail. We're still very much in IB, by the way, which is the 1 hour opening range. So even if they get down here, we're still going to be in IB. There we go. There's my real target. If I didn't have my panties all in a bunch, I'd have fucking took that one instead. But that's okay. As you guys know, I got stopped out of my runner, so this was kind of just trying to get back in these joints, which I did, thank God. Just had that, once that 1 hour couldn't gain, this was the big cue for me, soft ass close on the 1 hour. Look at this. So the next area right here, 34, if 41 doesn't hold, I don't think this is going to play either, but it could. It's a 1 hour, 4 hour. If I was smart, I'd take one there, but I only have one left. So you guys know from my outlook, I'm gunning for new lows. Look at the poor low on yesterday's profile. That needs to be cleaned up too. So I like that a lot for a target. I didn't even see that this morning when I wrote my little thing out. We just got to hope that 41 doesn't hold for us if we're going to continue this downside Momo. But this is the spot where we could easily get a good reaction. So I'm just going to lock in 5 points on this, and whatever happens, happens. As you guys know, I've been giving back probably 150, 200 points this week on runners. It's painful. It is what it is. I do fear that this area holds. Really do. I hope I'm wrong. We didn't gain. And let me take a look at something actually real quick. The ETH daily. So guys, that was the first test of 5780 on the daily. Check that out. That was the first back test of 5780 weekly. This could get fucking hairy. This could get really hairy, actually. I'm going to move this down a little bit. I shouldn't even have a target for this, to be quite frank. I'll just fucking put it way down here. I'll put it way the fuck down here. I know. It'll probably never get hit, but I more want to get trailed out than to take profit on that. Especially knowing we just came off the weekly. The 4 hour closed lower, which in all rights, I'm looking for new lows. And yeah, this thing's fucked. So let's get money. Wish I was heavier. They certainly didn't fucking make it easy on me. I know that. I was down to fucking 100 points. No, 200 points. I'm not now, but goddamn, that was ugly. We need this to break right here. This is the spot that I'm worried about to hold. It very well could hold. Under normal circumstances, I would take a target here. I'm just out of ammo. So, now it's all about this runner management. And we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm just going to leave this thing. It'd be unfortunate to get stopped out and give back 30 points. But this is the level. I'll show you guys. It's also an untested 1 hour. This could very much hold. And my intentions was to take one down here, and I took that one early and whatever. But knowing that we're coming off that weekly, knowing that the 1 hour didn't gain, knowing that the 4 hours smacking and didn't gain and actually lost again, I think it's worth trying to hold this. I do. Now, we have a lot of the people on the mic today, so let's actually look and see what that looks like. Information, economic calendar. Let's see, what time is it? It's 10 a.m. since I'm Eastern. We have Bowman on the mic. He's usually a pretty bullish guy, actually. 10:45, 2:20, and 2:30. So really every 30 minutes, starting in now, basically 5 minutes ago, we've got somebody talking. Wonderful. Well, we'll see. I gotta tell you, it's taken everything I got not to take money here, and it'll be taken. And if this thing flushes and we make a new low, it'll take everything I got not to take profits down there too. It really will, because I, this 41's fucking big, man. Like I have everything in my gut says you should be flat right here, but I'm really trying to let this go. Look at this, it's popped 10 points already. It's a great fucking spot. I can see it on the smalls. This is a nice spot. Now, is it enough to fucking ramp us, or is it just enough for a reaction? That I don't know. We're gonna find out real soon. I really don't want it to get back above 49, to be quite frank. And if it does, I might just fucking close this. Because that means we held the leg down here. Again, held the lows, held the leg. That would probably be my cue to sit on the sidelines. This is also a level for SPY, 1 hour. Let's see what VIX is looking like. VIX is trying to get a little life. So far, not looking great. Try to keep an eye on this thing while I'm charting this. There's my level. That's the one I'm after right there. 23.51. Yeah, that's the one. I think that if this holds, this could send us right back up on VIX. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, VIX. I'm watching you. Come on, look at this. Terrible. Terrible. What are we going to do? Which side's going to get cleaned up? Tell me right now. Tell me. Fucking tired of playing you. Looks like 51 could actually provide us a reaction there, but I might fuck around and get flat this, guys. If they hold these lows, it's fucking over with for me. $57 and $64. I keep moving my stop down, unfortunately. It's probably a terrible fucking idea. This looks like they're holding on the smalls for now. Look, this looks like it could roll, and to the upside. I'm half tempted to just get out. Let me look and see what this RTH side looks like here. Yeah, this is bad. I'm gonna just leave my stop up there. I think that this thing's gonna stop me out, though. I really do. But prove me wrong. Well, I guess they're going to right now. I might, if we pop this 51, I'll probably just get out. All right, I'm out. Not a bad trade, though. Watch that be. Watch, I just fucking probably got out the high there. Put that back. Trying to be a little bit more consistent on my runners here. I'm going to protect myself there, however. knowing that we're playing that 1 hour, 4 hour, if that holds, we make new highs. I mean, it's fucking no question about it. If it doesn't, we're gonna fucking sweep these lows. I'm anticipating a break-even stop on this, but I knew I had gotten out at the wrong spot, so I wanted to give it one more try. I only put one on, just put my runner back on it, nothing crazy, because that was not a normal trade for me. One of the reasons I took it was because we played VWAP perfectly and then fucking smacked. I'm like, okay, I'll get back in you. This is the RTH chart, by the way. Let's see what the ETH looks like. I mean, the 41's really a big problem, right? So, if not, we keep coming down. I don't even think I need a target on this. Just let it go. Yeah, this 41's a motherfucker. You lose this though, man. This thing's gonna go. Go on. You can do it. I know you can. Such a big area. Anything can happen here. 1000% anything can happen. Even though I'm still leaning to the downside, the 4 hour certainly looks like more down. But all that can change real quick. We still got 2.5 hours on the 4 hour. This 1 hour, 4 hour developing at 34 has me concerned. That's why I'm continue to go break even instead of like kind of letting these things really formulate. I don't care if we gained or not. This is, when I look at SPY, I know we're holding that weekly, and so I'm obviously a little concerned. I mean, I have every right to be. Yes, it's been tested, yesterday, but I don't give a shit. Like, and actually, now that I look at it, check this out. Remember I said that was first touch of 5780? Now that I see it, it's also the first touch of this weekly here. Actually, now that I look at it a little bit closer, that was first touch of that daily, and not the daily, but the weekly for sure. Oh, okay. Well, I feel better. I mean, now I know that I have the first touch on ES and SPY of a weekly, massive weekly. Hopefully they give us new lows. Yeah. It's a tough sequence. This has been a tough sequence. Come on, Fed, say something crazy. So we're right back at this 34 spot. This is big. It's big. Nasty lasties. Do we want to talk about them? We could. They're at the open. Let's see what the 15-minute looks like down there. They are untested. Here's what our 15-minute looks like. It's not pretty, but this is the spot to hold if they're gonna. The open could certainly do something. When you go over the RTH chart, though, looking pretty grim. Looks fucking crazy now, actually. But you never know. I mean, there's clearly a lot of activity in here. So, what's our trigger chart look like? Our tick chart. The devil. What's the devil look like? The devil wears Prada. So, let's see. I'm still counting on getting stopped out, you guys. If this level holds, it's fucking over. But, if not, bye. I will see you when I see you. I think if we make a new low, we're certainly going to fix this fucking profile down here. Big if. You guys didn't know you were going to get show tunes by tuning in today. What on? Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I fucking had that tingle in my booty. And it was right. Let's go. God, I wish I had some size on. Fuck. Oh. The trials and tribulations of being a vagina. Shake and bake. Let's fucking go, Rob. Let's fucking go. Here comes them lows. Shit, this shit keeps going. We'll have a Diddy party. Oh. Oh. Fucking go. Fucking look at this daily. Bang. Let's get them lows. Let's get it. Fuck them. Fuck everybody who was long. Fuck them. If you're long, sorry. Fuck them. Fuck you. Fuck you. Alright. We made new lows. Time to move this down. We just cleaned that profile up. Boom. Let's go. I am going to move my stop down a little bit. Whoop. There we go. For those of you guys who saw the plan this morning, it wasn't wrong. Just felt wrong. I fucking had to come up here and play with our pee-pees a little bit. Oh, let's fucking go. Rob's talking about going to Costco and getting some baby oil for this Diddy party, son. Let's fucking go.
Fail breakdown, 1 hour, yes.
Yeah, I'm not buying that. Ain't no fail breakdowns today, not for me. Watch this thing fucking rip face too. I'm not buying shit. I probably should have took that. That was a really nice fucking cleanup of that low down there. I moved my stop down to 36. You know, this is a 40-point banger right now. And I guess I'll lock in 15 points. I think this thing could just get fucking annihilated. I really don't even think it started yet. But, I mean, no straight lines, right? So, you know, who knows how they're going to play this. Let me see what levels I have to actually retest. I have 51 area and the 49 area. We can easily pop back up there and play that. This 4 hours trash. It's gone. I'm actually just going to move my stop down here. If we get back above the open, I'll take the stop. That's fine. That'll have me lock in 20 points. And, yeah. And then the rest is fucking history, right? So that's the idea of these runners, just to kind of trail them down, and if you get taken out, you get taken out. Now, the way I'm supposed to do my trailings for my runners, and I'll just be frank with you, I'm not doing it right. I'm supposed to wait for a 15-minute pop and then pull back and then move my stop, to my 15-minute, area. So technically I don't even count that. Technically I should be fucking right up at break even still, but with the volatility and everybody on the horn, I'm not about to give back fucking 30, 40 points. Like, ain't no fucking way. So I'm just tired of all that. Plus, I haven't exactly had an amazing morning. It's a lot better now, but I got fucking railed on the way up. So shit happens. So I said, don't follow me, man. My fucking trades are my trades alone. But we definitely get down, but some days are better than others. So come on, let's get this Diddy party. Think I'm playing? Look, this is one of my favorite. No, it's not true. It's not one of my favorite memes, but I certainly have this Diddy in here. Where you at? Oh, want to come to a party? Let's party. Yep. If we're going to flush, let's go. Remember, guys, I was talking this morning about how, the range, we're expecting 122 points today. So far, we've gone 76. We could go another 50 points. 50! So you best believe I'm gonna fucking sit in this bitch, because if this thing melts like I think it could, I'm just gonna sit in here. I wish I had fucking 10 on like I was planning on, but they shoved it up my ass. Really wasn't happy about that this morning, especially on stream. But you know, it happens to the best of us. I started talking about Diddy Party and people left. Damn. Okay, let's go. All bad. We're coming into the second deviation options fall. There's a good chance we get a little reaction here. These things are usually pretty good for a spot. Looks like we are actually getting that reaction as well. It's so hard not to take this money. I mean, I have to be honest, 40 points is a great fucking trade. But how we doing, Rob? Let me know in the room. How we doing, bro? Everyone cool? Let's fucking go. So, you know, the thing is, I just don't have anything. You know, I got nothing. Literally nothing below here. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm on a direct contract, but also the fact that I only really mark high time frame shit. And I guess I shouldn't say that. Let me come over here and look. So I got that. That's dead to me. That is kind of where we're at right now. And it's not something I love. I do like this. There you go. 5,700. 5,700's a spot. Let's go ahead and keep our eye on 5,700, guys. Keeping our eye on 5,700, trailing my stop down inappropriately, but that's what I do. I do inappropriate things. If you know me, that's kind of what I'm known for. So, let's see. Let me see if this fucking daily's tested. Let's see. 5,700. Where are you? My God. It's not tested. I like this trade, actually. And look, there's a 4-hour right here. And yeah, okay. 5762 is underneath 5,700. Put that on your charts, guys, if you don't have it. Man, this is a fucking banger-ass runner. Let's go. So, listen, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to trail this down a little bit, because if this daily gets a pop, it could be a nice pop, and I don't want to get back too much, especially when I know this level's here. It's around my second deviation options vol. There's a lot of reasons for me to want to protect this money. So, look, the options vols are fucking legit. If you guys aren't putting those on your charts, you're sleeping out. I put them in the room every day in Ryan's rants. So I'm expecting to get stopped here real soon. I'm trailing pretty fucking tight. But this whole area between 06 and 5,700, I'm expecting a reaction. And I'm not about to give some money away. So come on. I'm going to leave my stop here. And I'm okay with giving back 13 points if we hit 5,700 and pop. But I don't know if 5,700 is going to play. So, you know, in my opinion, like, fuck, I'm just going to let it do its thing. Like, why not? So, this 4-hour, though, what a tricky fucking sequence, man. They really tricky dicked me up in here. Little bastards. We're making up for it now, though. We making up for it now. About to get 50. We got 45 points on this joint. Let's go. Man, I was in from like 68 too. Like, if I didn't get back in, man, I'd be up literally 70 points on this thing. What a fucking great trade. All I know is Lake starts. All I know is Lake starts. Sing it, Piper. You know the tune. course, you know Fibonacci's too. Fucking weirdo. All bad. We're entering all bad territory on the profile. This is nothing good here. This 5,700, I fucking pulled out my bow tie, so we'll see what happens here. Trump to deliver remarks at 11 Eastern time. That's interesting. Thank you, Rob. Let's fucking go. There's our 5,700. Probably should take this money, but I'm not gonna, because we're coming off a weekly. And if this thing's gonna cave in, let's fucking do it. And I say that because it could easily pop here. I know I'm trading ES, not SPY. We still haven't swept a low on SPY. We still can keep going. Now, that doesn't mean they won't pop and fucking reshort again, but that's, you know, we'll see. Let me bring the smalls over for y'alls. The smalls over for y'alls. So there you go. Starting to get this little reaction down here. I do think this area is going to pop. I mean, yeah. I'm going to let it stop me out, though. I'm not going to fucking, you know, I'll give back the 13 points or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. You know, if they can't get above these wicks, then we'll push a little lower. To be quite frank, this might be a good place to try along. Look, they just trapped 700 buyers down here. This thing could fucking pop pretty good. We'll see. As of this point, right this very second, I'm just managing this short. So I am expecting a stop right here, though. So we'll see. If not, oh my God. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. But, you know, there's a big inefficiency here. On a period change, they could easily sweep back up and kind of clean things up. Or even they could sweep up now, period change, and come down and clean it up. It looks to me like they're gonna take me out here. We'll see. I'm just gonna leave it, though. I got nothing to lose here. Everything to gain. But I do think that that was a pretty valid target. Looks like Rob is shorting Q, targeted 20K. Now he's looking for 19,900. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's fucking go. So yeah, man, what's gonna happen here? This looks like a good spot. I guess we wait and see. The smalls look like they want to take me out. Wish they'd take me to dinner. Oh, what a great trade. What a great trade. If I had more than one, I would have taken one down here. Yep, that's it. Here I go. Figured as much. All right, I'm flat that joint. Flat that joint. That was nice. If I actually count that from where I got in originally and not re-added, I mean, that was every bit of 60 points. It was 70 points short, but 60 points to the stop. That was fucking super nice. Well, that's one way to fix your day. How'd you fix your day? 70 points. Fucking A. Alright. We fucking nailed that spot too, didn't we? Cheers. Cheers, guys. Fucking A, right? Now, here's the next problem. I'm just going to put it out there. So here, sorry, I was reading Polly's schnizzle. We're coming off a daily. I've got nothing to stop this thing from ramping, other than the fact that we haven't gained. So, what are we going to do here? Well, I'm not doing shit. because right now all I know is we're coming off a daily, and I've got nothing of equal strength above me to stop this rally. So it looks like Rob also is pointing out an RTH monthly on InQ that's untested, he says. So I have to default to sitting on these hands for a second. Even if we go lower, I need to make sure that this is going to remain weak. You know, this is, we just had 70 fucking points short. So I think we just need to chill for a second before I get too overly excited. That was a great fucking trade. Let's look and see what this looks like over here. And again, I took a fucking beating on the way up, so I'm over here tooting a horn only because I fixed my day, but I was pretty fucking heavy up in here. And then I took a few losses here, then as you guys know, took these, boom, banged them, got stopped on my runners, got back in, took one here, got stopped out on the runner again, got back in, and then fucking took it down to here. And in all actuality, we could have taken 5,700. I just wanted to give it a chance to try to work. So certainly not upset about today, other than the fact that they fucking pushed my shit in early morning. So, but hey, we talked about it, said it was a possibility, knew it could be coming, and I let them do it to me anyway. But that's okay. Part of the game. We're good. We good. I know I fucking wish I'd have had more size on there like I originally intended. Just the sequence was brutal. This whole retest of VWAP though, they came down, fucking hit the spot. I'm like, yeah, that was nice. This was terrible to hold on to, this short here. I wasn't so sure. So, you know, think about my original stop for this was above the open. That would have been me giving back 30 some points, but I'd still be in this trade. So, did I fuck up? I don't know. It's really hard, you know, when I know that my process says, hey, you're coming into a untested daily, and then, you know, it's hard for me not to want to protect that because based on my strategy, that's one of the higher time frames that could really give us some serious support that could pop us. And so, you know, it'd be different if I didn't rely on my strategy so heavily. Just knowing, see, look at that. There you go. See? God bless. This thing could fucking rock us. Careful. Careful. This daily could go. Wow, look at this. Look at my data. Rob, check this out. Look. Oh, I had a picture of it. The price was all the way down here and the candles were, look, it's doing it again. Look at this. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Wow. Wow. Flat on flat. Hey, dude, what the fuck, Rob? Is yours doing the same thing? Or am I just the lucky candidate here? It's still doing it. It's still fucking a couple points off. Look. What the fuck? Now it's going to equalize? Wow, that was a long time. It's still doing it. It's still not right. Man, I'm not trading this shit. I'm glad we fucking had that trade. I don't know what's going on with this data, but it ain't right. Look at that. That's like 5 points difference. You got to be fucking shitting me. What's crazy is they came right up here and played the 49.51 we talked about. Same fucking spot that I was like, oh, if they pop, we could really, this is the next spot to hit. They played it. I wasn't about to fucking hit that, knowing one of two things. One, coming off a daily, and two, my data looks like fucking, like it's on crack. Come on, Sierra. Get it together. Right? Tupac called it. And they played the fucking spot so good. And I wasn't about to get in that. Ain't no way. Now it's straight. Now life's great. Right? But when I needed you, you weren't there. How dare you? VWAP was dink for sure. It's a good spot. The daily pop nice, Piper. That was crazy. Well. Amazing what we find when we look to the left, right? I didn't even have 5,700 on my chart. Haven't had it until, well, you guys saw me mark it. So that was a good find. It was a great find. Fantastic. So now we have another massive buying tail, which in my opinion won't last. We're already starting to fade off of that smack there. Now the data wants to be alright. Fucking faggot. And then, yeah. Watching NVIDIA. Let me take a look. Wah. Dude, it all... Mag 7 I've been saving for about 2 weeks. It all looks super rough. I don't know if you're watching this, Piper, but look at this shit. And again, it's been a while since I fucking charted this. Tesla sitting on support, but looking terrible. This Amazon chart looks rough, but this is the pocket where I think Amazon's the shit. Right down here between 186, 195. Definitely getting fucking beat down though. This is another good spot. 375, 376, 387, 376 for Microsoft. The juiciest of the juicy though is down here at 336. Meta, which has just been an absolute fucking terror, is looking pretty damn soft right now, actually. And for whatever reason, I'm not really sure because they haven't had any negative news other than maybe it's just profit-taking time and general market, whatever. Netflix also just absolutely just went straight up for 2 fucking years. Decides that now it's time to pull back, which is interesting because there's not really a whole lot of support in here. Here's this NVIDIA. Did we just talk about that? No, NVIDIA looks bad. Holy shit. Fucking NVIDIA looks bad. Yeah, snagging up Microsoft's always a good call. Apple, of course, holding strong, playing this weekly perfect, getting a nice pop. Apple is always that juice for whatever reason. I hate Apple too. Absolutely hate them. For all you iPhone users, fucking fuck out of here. But I just hate it. I mean, they just. I have this meme of Steve Jobs. He's just like this money. That's what it makes me think of. But anyways, regardless, the fucking company's Teflon Don, so you can't knock them for that. This is a big spot. Don't know if it's going to hold. This doesn't look super great right now, but it certainly could. This is a nice pop. Only thing is we have an untested daily here at 241, so might get a little smack YOLA there. Google, let's take a look at Google. I'm ashamed to say that in 2023, I bought Google for $88 and I sold it for like 160 or something, and it went I just felt so stupid. I should have never sold that. $88. What's the matter with me? Anyways, this is the spot here for Google to hold. If we don't hold this, I really like this area down here, 150. And really the ultimate of the ultimates is down here around 140, 135. So I'm into all that. I'm into all that juice. Let's see. What do we got going on over here? Did we make a new low yet? No, we did not. No, we did not. Let's see. And let's see what VIX is doing. That VIX is just kind of just simmering. You know, I don't know what's going to happen now. I mean, unfortunately for me, I'm a little handcuffed. You know, and the reason I say that is because, you know, we haven't gained, which is cool. I mean, I'm obviously short side bias. We're playing this daily, which is one of my highest time frames that I use, daily, weekly. Obviously, the monthly is important too. I also know that Rob just pointed out NQ is in this monthly support area. Do I believe that it holds? I don't know. No way for me to tell, right? But, you know, there's just a lot of confluence here, right? So, you know, we have this big area up here. And again, they can come so fucking far and still don't gain. Like, I really, for me, and I know this sounds crazy to you guys, you know, I would consider, like, check this out. I'm just going to show you how I feel about it. Let me find this, let me find my pen. Or my pen. My pen. If we closed above here, I'd start to feel kind of decent, right? That's where I'm like, okay, maybe we got a little something. In order to gain on the 4 hour, I think we need to close above 59.85. No big deal. So fucking far, right? Like, so far. This would be step one, 58.45. No big deal, only 120 points. And then this is like crazy. If you'd close above that, I'd say, okay, now we're starting to get bullish. But, you know, until that happens, this shit is fucking down. And I guess when I say that, I also mean, like, you know, we can pop really far and I'm still bearish, right? It doesn't mean it's not intraday bullish, but yeah. I mean, and look at this. Like, let me just pull this daily down. Let me hide this other shit. The daily, oh my God, it's crazy. I really need a close above 59.84. I think that's the 4 hour, isn't it? It is. It is. Fucking shocker. 59.85.25. I need a daily close above 59.84 before I even say that we gained on the daily. This is fucking crazy. I mean, and we have so much untested resistance above us. It just seems almost impossible. But the thing is all this shit's tested until they get back to 5,900. So if they want to squeeze this fucking shit, they can totally squeeze it. And I say untested till 5,900 on the daily time frame. It doesn't mean we don't have that 4 hour at 58.45 or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of, you know, this is tough, you know, because, okay, so now we're down again. Like, how many red days in a row is this? I mean, yeah, this was green, but they didn't really fucking do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've had 12 down days or 10 down days with 2 intermittent bear, what do you call that, fucking short squeezes in the middle. And are we due for another one? I mean, you never know, especially with Powell coming on the horn. You just never know. So I am being super careful. I mean, we pulled 70 points out our ass right now. We're touching this daily. And look at this fucking thing right here. All bad. Right? So, you know, they just closed again soft on the 1 hour, by the way. Not good for them, for the people who are long. And we have this huge inefficient buying tail down here that will more than likely come get cleaned up. Now, will they do it today? I don't know. How do I know? I know I'm always gunning for shit like that. My only problem right now is where you have this daily level that is so fucking, like, there just isn't anything else. Like, I just don't have anything else. I honestly, in my heart of hearts, like, looking at this thing, I don't believe there's any support in here. I do not believe there's any support between 5,700 and there might be some around 56.50, maybe, but The real leg-in's 55.83 now that we're playing 5,700. I truly believe that. Piper, get your IRA ready, or whatever the fuck you were asking about. I'd scale in here, absolutely. I'm kind of curious, actually. Let's do some measurements and see where we're at in relationship to these highs. It's always important to understand this because guys who have no, like funds and really retail traders who have, a shit strategy or whatever, a lot of times they just look at a pullback. They say, okay, are we by the 200-day moving average? Are we by, is this a 10% pullback? Because that shit is real. Like, when markets pull back 10%, they usually get a nice pop, and sometimes that's it. That's all it's going to get, and then obviously 20% kind of puts us into bear territory. But so we've only pulled back at the extreme move from tip to tip. We've only pulled back 7.3%. I mean, I know the world's on fire right now for a lot of people, but that's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. And if we really come down to this spot that I think that we could come down to, let's just see, right here. It's 10.5%. That's fucking great. Like, that's a real correction. That's a buyable dip. If Bitcoin pulls back 10% in a bull market, you buy the fucking thing. I mean, it's just how it works, right? So, I mean, it's just common sense stuff when it comes to just long-term investing. And because long-term investors in 401ks and funds run this shit, that's a lot of times how they play it. So, right now this thing's looking pretty soft. We played that VWAP schmack, little schmackiola. We got a soft close in the 1 hour. So we did have a period change. They could easily come down here and clean this tail up we just talked about. So I'm going to go ahead and just move this down a little bit so it's not in our way. But look at it. They might come clean this tail up right now. We talked about it. Unfortunately, I didn't have an area where I would, after my data fucked up and I couldn't smack that VWAP 4 hour up there, I haven't had a chance to get in unless I just wanted to buy this little half round looking ass action here. And this is, to me, it's a wing and a prayer. And I think it's going to go, especially with the shitty close on the 1 hour. When I say that, you guys, just so you know what I'm talking about, they had every chance to try to pop this. We came all the way up here, and they still closed this 1 hour below here. That's a super soft trade, right? So they just can't close above the previous support. They can't get it done, and it's weak right now. Does that mean they're going to flush it? No, that doesn't mean. But it's a good sign anyway, right? So all we know is probabilities and our strategy, and so I lean on things like that. But again, I'm not short, right? Because if I was going to be short, it'd be from around in here. This could easily pop if they want to hold these lows. This daily down here has my attention, fucking 1,000%. I'm probably done trading for the day. So, unless something miraculous happens and they give us some fucking awesome trade that I can't pass up. Where's the MAs at on that daily? See anything that lines up? You talking about for SPY pipes? I think the moving average is here, actually. I think we're here right now. Moving average. What do you want to see? The 200? I'm pretty sure the 200's with us currently. Like, we're sitting on it. Yeah. It's here. So, that's another reason this area has just been fucking holding tough for now, for the past few days, is this is again, for long-term firm investors, you buy at the 200-day. Look, it hasn't proved wrong for a long fucking time. You barely get a pullback into the motherfucker. So, when you're below it, it acts as resistance. When you're above it, it could potentially act as support. Now, what do we know about the market today? Well, we don't know shit. So, we assume it's going to continue to come down. I think that today's close, like we talked about, is going to be super important. Are they going to lose the weekly on ES? Are they going to lose the weekly on SPY? If they close this weekly below this 57.18, 571.18, excuse me, I would be just look out below, But again, if they save this, they didn't even make a new low, right? So if they save this today, next week could be super fucking interesting. Right now we can't make new lows. So are they going to hold it? Shit, they could. I don't fucking know, right? So all I know is what I've been saying all week, and I'm going to point it out one more time for everybody because I firmly believe this. Whether or not it holds true, this is something that anybody who trades with me understands. This is our main leg up, right? We pushed up, we came down, we went up. Underneath this was the leg to the high, the sub leg to the high. Once we got underneath that, right here, we were destined to come down and test this area, right? And when they did, this area could fucking hold and take us all the way back up. Now, will it? Clearly, we've got some serious downside pressure. They can't gain for shit. But this area is so juicy. I mean, if I wasn't trading the ES and I was trading SPY, I would be long here. Now, would I still be long? I probably would have been long, 2 or 3 days in a row down here, and I'd probably be sweating my ass off right now. But, for me, on first touch, as you can see right here, this was a great trade. Love that. It was even a good trade yesterday. Now, are they going to hold it? I don't know. But today's close is going to tell us a lot about next week. You better believe that. That's why I said I think today's close is going to be way more important than every other day this week, because we are at a critical inflection point, in my personal opinion. So, what do you think, Piper? Did you like that? That fucking kind of knocked the dust off that there? Yeah, dude, this thing is like hanging on for dear life right here. And again, I would love 5,500. Let's get a real fucking correction, right? It's been so long since we've had a 10% pullback. So fucking long. I think the last one we had was 2023. Let me look. I remember exactly where it was at. It was right here. This was the last 10% pullback we had. I'm almost certain of it. Let's see. I think this is it. 2024. Sorry, August. Yep, that was the last one. 9.7%. And they bought this fucking leg, and we never looked back from there. And it hasn't pulled back 10% since. So fucking give us a 10%. Come play this leg. I'm fucking all in. I'm hoping for a pullback. Like I said yesterday, everybody's like, oh no, Trump's going to ruin the world. It's like, listen, we're due for a fucking pullback. A 10% pullback would be an amazing buying opportunity. So, okay, good call. Rob said that you guys couldn't see the header here. Yeah, I'm looking at the SPY right now. So thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. But again, I'm not shorting this shit. Like I said, I'm probably done for the day. Ain't no way. Even the smalls is starting to look, again, they could flop right here, right? Don't get me wrong. But, you just never know. Again, that tail is obviously calling my name. But we'll see. This is first touch of 57.29. This could get a smack back. It's just going to do it without me. Yeah, right? Maybe he's trying to screw the insider politicians. Dude, this thing, if you look at the chart, it doesn't matter who's president. This thing is designed to go up, right? So if they have a weak stock, they take it out, they put something else in. This thing is designed to go up. And so anytime we get a fucking intense pullback, you just jump in and grab your nuts and close your eyes. Because it's like, if you're my age or younger, 40, you got plenty of time to wait it out. It's like, okay, so I got in 20% pullback, 10% pullback. It goes down a couple more percent, 5% even. Okay, so what? Like, this thing's going to be fucking 10,000 in 5 or 7 years. Watch. It's so funny. I was just looking at some old chart books and some old pictures I made and where I was taking pictures and stuff. And this fucking thing was 3,900. And I'm like, wow, like we were at 6,000, right? I even had a chart where we were like 3,400. And I'm like, wow, if I just fucking dipped in and fucking held my nuts, we'd be gold right now. But, that's why long-term investors always come out on top. 401ks are designed to work like that. Yeah, I know. The M pattern, look at the M pattern on this fucking weekly too. That's why I was so gunning for this, down here, especially when we were all around this area. I figured, well, when we close this weekly below this sub leg up and below 6,000, it was curtains. And look, they fucking popped up and they played 6,000 perfect. We were short from that, to the tick. I think that was my first huge short last week or whatever. Here, I'll show you. Right here. Bam. Gone. It's a big weekly play. Big weekly play. 6,000 to 5,700. Nice 300 points. Yeah, the daily chart. The daily chart had the M pattern going on too. What's weird though is the continuous SPY made a new all-time high. SPX made a new all-time high. But ES, and so did ES on the continuous contract, made a new all-time high. But ES on the direct contract smacked the same exact weekly that it smacked last time as 61.66 and did not make a new high. I just couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was just sure that this contract was going to make a new all-time high. Look, boom, to the tick. Bye. Just annihilation station. I really didn't think this was going to happen. I swear I thought 6,100 was going to, a pullback and for a pop. When that thing failed, it was over with. It was really bad. Yeah, the weekly's way more clear, right? The fucking lot of noise in that daily. You just gotta have a bag and a half and some real fucking patience and a big ass nutsack to trade that weekly. So let's see what we got. So right now we're playing the 29. Big shocker. We haven't lost it yet. Would I be interested in the 49? Maybe. 51? Maybe. Somewhere in here, if this starts to get a reaction, I could potentially be interested in a short. I'm going to hang out and wait and see what happens for another hour, and then I'm going to, we'll figure it out later. I do think that we're going to get some volatility when Powell comes on the horn. I think he's going to give us more volatility than Trump will, personally. Everybody knows Trump's rhetoric. Everybody knows that he's the best, and that he's sure to tell everybody he's the best. So we're all aware. We all know he's going to have tariffs. We all know the fucking shit's coming, and so there's nothing that he can say that we don't know, in my opinion, other than maybe the war's off or something. But I mean, other than that, I think the real shake comes with Powell comes on the horn, because he's really running this show. I don't give a fuck what Trump says. When it comes to the market, Powell's running the show. So if he comes and says something crazy, we could go either direction, especially knowing the area that we're holding on SPY. Or we flush and we just fucking get annihilated for 200 more points. So that's my rhetoric for this afternoon's spiel. I'll tell you what, though, I'm super happy we fucking pulled that 5,700 out our ass. It's a good find. Should have saved me a lot of points, because I was going to leave my stop above the open, which would have cost me 30 points. Instead, it only cost me 13 or 12. I have to admit, on the small time frame, this thing looks like it's about to fucking fall. We're below the overnight low. We're below yesterday's low. I still can't short it. I just can't. Not knowing that daily is there, I just can't do it. And I'll probably be sorry. It's probably an easy 10, 12 points. And we're playing this level. It's totally in process. 1,000% process trade. Yep, there it goes. Vela. Yep, there we go. What is this? The Federal Reserve Board? Oh my God. If they got rid of the Federal Reserve, the market would implode. We're not ready for that yet. That would be fucking crazy, Piper. This senator is trying to get rid of the Federal Reserve. That'd be insane. I'm not saying that they're not a weight on everything and that they're wrong, but I don't think we're ready for that. So, like we talked about, this 1 hour was playing out real nice. Now that I know that this daily is not going to give us the momentum that I thought, I'm a little bit more interested in starting to get short. Not here, obviously, but this thing popped hard as fuck, 50 points in like 15 minutes. This is a 2-minute candle, by the way. This is not a 5-minute. So let me actually change that just so you guys. Custom text. I don't even remember where to do it at. Right here. So with that being said, look, this is like 2, 4, 6, 8, 50 points in 10 minutes. So fucking insane move. So I was a little worried about shorting this thing, thinking that this thing's going to get some serious momo off of this. But now I know that that was it. 50-point pop off a daily is fucking legit. That's a legit pop. That's all that they're going to give us. Okay, I'm back to potentially wanting to get reshort now. I just had to wait and see what the momentum was going to do. I mean, I think it's very important to gauge exactly how the market feels. And I gave it enough time to do that. So, I missed a trade due to the data, and I'm not sure I would have shorted this anyway. But even if I did, I mean, this area would probably have been where I would have wanted to get short. Look how they popped up and played that 850 trapped. They're coming down to clean this tail up like we talked about. It was pretty obvious. Certainly not upset about that. I know one thing's for sure. I would have got stuffed out of my runner if I would have left it. Nice ass move here off this 1 hour. Nice ass move. I had my panties all twisted up. They was all tight in a twist. Super tight. Yeah, I mean we're by no means in a bear market, but when we're coming down like this, the squeezes, as you guys have noticed, have been fucking vicious. They got me this morning, right? So, and that was a baby squeeze. That was only 50 points. So, some of these pops have been 150 points, and only just to reshort again. Man, what a great fucking 1 hour test, though, right? Like, look at that. We were talking about how, they closed below that, and they fucking back tested it. It's a good trade. It's a really nice trade. It's hard to go wrong with a good process. Hard to go wrong. If I would have still been schmacking, we'd be up another 30 points, but $5,700. Options vol level at 5705. Guy in our room pays for some options stuff. Let's see what he's got. 570 on SPY. Looks like spiders. Okay. Yep. Not too shabby. Oh, well. Really kicking myself on this one now. That's okay. We are just fucking melting now. Look at that shit. Let's go to the RTH chart. Now we've got some stuff to work with. Let's look and see what it looks like here. Super thin down here. That's that fucker yesterday, you son of a bitch. Look at this. Nice little trapped here. I don't think it saves us, but we'll see. You never know. At this point, there's no trade for me, so. Working on these runners has been a challenge and a half. I mean, yeah, we pulled 70 points, but God, I gotta tell you, that was tough. When they don't go in the dirt the way that you want it to go, man. It's like, we know where it's headed. It's how they get there is a different story. It's like I feel like somebody comes in and they're like, okay, we're going here, but we want you to draw the hardest possible path. And that's what we're going to take. It's like, it's fucking crazy. It's like, they want to get here, but they go like, up this, that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's what we'll do. It's like fucking crazy. The room's a good time. Highly suggest you guys, if you're watching this and you're not in the room, come join us. Links in there. It's a good time. There's some good people in there. A lot of real traders. Daily traders. There we go. So my next setup, let's talk about the next trade, if it's going to happen. Even though the small time frame come up and played this area, 59, 49, 51, I would not be scared to hit it again. If it started to react, I would more than likely try to take another poke at it. Also, now that I look at this, let's pull this down. Let's look at something else. Let's look and see what else we got. I got a 4 hour that lines up with 41. Way to the left. This guy. This is technically untested from the bottom up. Yes, it looks tested on this chart, but no, it is not tested on the 1 hour. So knowing that, I would probably smack 41 too. If we candle change in the next hour and a half and come back up and hit 41, it'll be untested from the bottom up on the 4 hour. Oh no, it's tested right there. Never mind. But that 4 hours certainly untested on the 1 hour, which is great. That's right here at 41. So I guess that's another option as well. If we were to pop back up, we could smack 41. The VWAPs are there too. I do like that. We've got that daily to lean on, and then this 4 hours absolutely untested. There's our new low. My ass was scared to short. Oh well. Here we go. This is going to be bad underneath here. My next level is 72. we go. Wow. I thought about shorting this fucking lows down here, but it sounds like a recipe for disaster. Watch this thing just fucking cave in now. And I'm like, oh, it's only 30 points. You didn't need that. Yep. Well, I can get rid of this now. This is a done deal. This little 30-minute to open is trash. So we've got two areas here, basically, that I'm focusing on. If we pop, which this momentum's down a lot right now. So let me change the color of this so I know. So I'm interested in 41, and I'm interested in 49.51. I think this area right here could provide us with another huge reaction. And I would love, no, it doesn't even matter. We don't even have to candle change on the 4 hour. I don't really care. I think this thing's toasty, which I've been saying for weeks, especially this week. I mean, look at this weekly candle. When we got underneath this 6,000, I mean, this is this week. Fucking insane. Fucking insane. Can't believe it. Love it. It's about fucking time. Rob's talking about ranges. I was looking, he says that NQ still got another 165 points. Interesting, Rob, because ES still has another 30 points. I'm not sure like the conversion there, but it seems like a lot for NQ's 165. So $30 from here would put us right down at that 56.72. Wouldn't that be something? Bombs away. It's hard not to get short underneath this daily. My God. At this point, it's already 10 points into the move. I can't believe it. That is 10 points from there to there. That is just fucking unbelievable, these moves. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like 3 points. It's crazy. That's how you get yourself in trouble. That's crazy. That doesn't look like 10 points. It's fucking nuts. Let me move this down. All bad. Let's see. What is GEX, huh? GEX is options, dude. They're an options platform. It's gamma exposure, whatever. Tupac, Google's an amazing tool if you don't know the answers. GEX options. What is gamma exposure? GEX. They also have, there's a company called GEX as well. They sell options levels. But basically, there you go. Gamma is the change in delta with respect to the underlying price. Well, we know that. So really it's just gamma exposure is GEX. GEX measures the collective gamma exposure of the option market participants. Let's see, we got. Looks like we're just gonna melt. Just gonna melt. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna throw this in the room. Oh, this is interesting. Rob, if you're watching this, I just found this by accident. It's kind of interesting. Real auto updated gamma exposure levels. I don't know whose schnizzle this is, but kind of neat. They got all kinds of stuff going on. Now that TradingView added the the option stuff, I'm sure that there's a lot more stuff we can do. I mean, there's a footprint in there now, so we can measure delta and all that good stuff. And now they got options. It really seems to me like, the Tanuki trade guy, that's what he was talking about in the room. It really seems to me like this is going to be the platform that everybody's going to be using in the next 5 years. They just have so much stuff. They're just coming on strong, and it's got a great mobile side and the whole 9 yards. One thing I don't like about it is their execution, but because you can't really scale out or whatever. It's all or nothing, and it's just kind of weird. I do like how this works, though. This looks nice here. Anyways. Well, SPY is slipping. Slipping. There's our low. There's our leg low. That's a big sweep. Let's see what happens. I guess technically, no, that is. I could really make a case for that being the leg low, but we'll see. Let's see where VIX is at. Oh, we're cruising. Cruising. Looking good. 11:30. Well, hopefully we get another trade in a half hour. Don't know if we will. This looks like a bleed and a half. More than likely, we're going to have to simmer and wait for Powell. Shake this bitch up. I would, like I said, be willing to take a trade in there. I like this spot. I like it a lot, actually. I think this 41's a great spot. So. Let's see what else we got going on. Spent a lot of time, especially with Rob yesterday, revamping the room. It's only going to get better, but got some frequently asked questions in here. Let's see what we got. We got a whole new, we're going to have a whole section for the trading tools as they come out for TradingView. Pretty robust education section, kind of move some things around. Love the Swagger channel. Got some cars. Ladies Night, big personal favorite. Oh, there she is, Allie. Hey, Allie. Our affiliates are fucking gangbusters too. Got a lot of good people in here. Man, are they just gonna continue to drip? Sure feels like it. Look how they left a little pack of singles here at 5,700. So if they pop up, they could fill that and then just get a little reaction down. There's also a wick here, which could provide some resistance if they get which would kind of make sense on that single play. I'm obviously not going to short that. I need a real pop. But we shall see. Looks like I have a naked TPO down here at 5670, which lines up with our 4 hour at 5672. Coincidence? I think not. So, always love that kind of confluence. It's big. Just seeing that, I'm like, wow, it's kind of a magnet too. They could easily have their little homing beacon in on that schnizzle. So funny. Spot Gamma, I had this post in the room. They're like, when to short the ES? Well, let's try about 5 days ago or 3 weeks ago. Not sure I need you to fucking tell me that. And if you're still buying, God bless you. What are you looking at, Piper? What is this? Oh, S&P futures, yeah. Cruising. This thing's melting, man. There's really nothing for me to do here. You know, I was kind of jokingly talking about a short underneath 5,700, but it's not too much of a joke now. Look who's the one laughing now. Certainly not me. All right. Well, I think that's it for now. I mean, you guys know what's up. There's nothing I can do here. I'm not buying this. I won't even buy 72. It's simply just a short target for me. It looks like we're starting to drip that direction still. Just know that if we do pop and we start to get a reaction, I'll be looking to short 41.51 area. And I hope you guys had a fantastic week. I know that I did. And just to let you know, I'm not infallible. I'm actually down $150 today. So I'm not mad about it. Yesterday was fucking tits up. So, you know, I'm just glad that I recovered from being damn near 200 points down. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys alone and just look out for the areas that we're talking about. And just know that Jerome is coming on the mic, and so is Trump early this afternoon. And the Fed is on the horn all day. So anything can happen. Be safe, be careful, and I will talk to you guys soon. Cheers, and I'll see you next week. And don't forget, we're going to start streaming from the Discord room, and we're going to start posting highlights on the YouTube channel. So if you're interested in being in these, during the week, make sure you join the Discord room. Links in the chat. Cheers.